Hello, somebody. Welcome back to another edition of Conquer Sports Fall Review. Y'all saw the before the season. Now it's the beginning of the season highlights. These tapes are designed to not only get these kids the exposure that they deserve, but for our college coaches to have a guideline to check out some of the top talent here in South Louisiana. I'm going to get this thing started off with my main man, Josh Jenkins. Let's run the tape. Now, Josh is at John Eric. He played at Shaw, outside linebacker, class of 27, sophomore. As you can see, he runs exceptionally well, sideline to sideline, has a nice frame, long arms, has the ability to pass rush, but we spent a lot of this offseason working on some of his breaks, coming out of his breaks, just being a better all-around defensive player. There he is again, right there. They have him playing at the linebacker position once again. He wears number 23 for John Eric. Just reading the ball, not falling for anything, making a tackle. Young player, has a lot of development to do. Very smart too, 4.2 GPA. An exceptional young man, come from a good family, and I think Josh is going to be excellent on the next level. We know how important it is to participate on all three phases of the game, and Josh does an exceptional job with that for John Eric. Well, we're going to keep this party going, baby. Hello, somebody. And we're going to take it on to the West Bank. They say it's a West Bank thing over there at Shaw. Our next player is Mike Banks. Mike plays DN for Shaw, interior lineman for Shaw on the defensive side of the ball. Just a straight dog. He's been in our program for some years, and he worked his tail off this summer. Let's run Mike's tape this far in the beginning of the season. Now, as I mentioned to you, Mike's one of them players, plays with nice extension, knows how to release the blocks, come off, make good plays, just constantly moving his feet on the play. Look, he's stacking it up right there. There's Mike at the nose. Shaw does an excellent job at moving him from the end to the nose. This summer, we really wanted to just work on his chop blocks, just his speed. Mike put on a lot of muscle this past season, slimmed up, just did, in my opinion, an excellent job at just improving at the little things, getting his hips better, working on his explosion. Just a dog for Shaw, and I think he's going to be exceptional on the next level as well. Class of 26, Mike Banks, baby. Amari Johnson played offensive line last season. He came to me and said, Coach, I want to move to the defensive line. I talked to my coaches about it. That's what I want to work on. When talked to Coach Mike, rest of the crew over there with Coach Hank, and he moved to defensive line. And my man is starting. These are the beginning of the season highlights, and my man is starting. Let's check out my man, Amari Johnson. Now, this summer, as I mentioned, Amari wanted to work on his flexibility. He wanted to get stronger. Right here, which is working on coming out of his hips with the resistance bands. Here he is at the nose position for Shaw. Look at that, just affecting the quarterback, made the quarterback throw a bad pass. There he is holding point at the point of contact, just getting that extension over all the tackles. Somebody for the Shaw's defense where they have Mike playing on the outside and they're just fitting their players. He fits perfect in the inside. I saw this summer when he was doing the pass rush drills. I mean, he was just creating a new line of scrimmage, doing everything we needed outside of the pads. I knew he was going to be dogged in those pads. Amari Johnson, class of 26, baby, at Archbishop Shaw. It's a West Bank thing again. Well, Zyron Falstall will take care of it all for you, baby. That's right. Number 0, Sub-Zero, that is, for Jesuit, for them Blue Jays over there. Has had a great season so far. One thing about Zyron, he's a true defensive end, plays with that good extension, one heck of a pass rusher. Let's let the tape roll on the Z-Man, baby. I got Zyron, I want to say, in the 8th grade. He could play in a 2-point stance, 3-point stance. There he is, arm over, swim, sack. Sack machine calls fumble. You can see this a lot from this kid on last year's tape. He's just gotten much better for his sophomore year, class of 27. We spent this entire offseason just working on getting stronger, playing the run block better, just any little steps he could make in his pass rush, just quick hands, being active. I mean, I'm telling you, this kid developed so fast for us, come from a good family, and he wants to do it. You know, you're in a time right now where it's pretty hard to find guys that, want to get better on their own. There he is, nice slap rip, getting past the offensive lineman. I'm telling you, this kid is going to be an All-American in college, more than likely a top round draft pick in NFL. Zion Falstaff, baby, right there out of Jesuit High School, class of 27. Keep on representing, big dog. I see you. Let's keep it going. Who we got up here next? Anthony Parker Jr. came in our program as a 7th grader, was up for the challenge from the beginning. Him and his dad was like, we're going to Etna Car. We want to compete. I thought it would have been a better idea for him to go to a 1A school, a 2A school. And he said, nah, brother, I could compete on this level. And that he did. His freshman year, got some playing time on freshman, a little bit of JV. My man's playing varsity this year. Let's check out class of 27, Anthony Parker. Now, one thing I like about Ant, he has a monster pass rush get off, run set get off. You'll see it on the tape. Just look at that. He beats everybody off of the ball before the D-line could move. Before some of the offensive linemen could move, he was already in the backfield. So that's something I really want to highlight in this tape, just how he got to the point of becoming a better pass rusher on his run get-offs, all of that stuff. We just really wanted to spend the last 2 off seasons actually getting better in those specific areas, and that he did. Here's him in one of the JV games. Just winning the leverage battle, shedding off of the guy, and actually getting in on the tackle. I'm telling you, this dude is a beast. I understand why Bryce is playing him so early in a situation where he doesn't have to play early. He has one of our guys there as well. Animal, you have Richard, you have Richard's like the 2nd best defensive lineman in the country. So he's competing with some of the best every day. I appreciate that about him. I see him, his dad's about 6'1", 6'2". I can see him being somewhere around that height. Y'all keep y'all eye on Anthony Parker Jr., baby. Hello. Aiden Swabs, baby. Destrehan High School, straight up baller. We got him last year. When I say this kid puts the P in potential, he has all the potential in the world. Let's let the tape roll on my main man, Aiden. Now, as I mentioned, Aiden is a defensive end at Destrehan. Just awareness, as you see, he was able to make a play right there on the ball. He's been in our program now for 2 years. This summer, he just really wanted, and this fall, we're doing a lot of work in season. Aiden just really wanted to work on his pass rush moves, his escapes, just being an all-around better defensive player. I think this kid has a bright future. He still has another season at Destrehan. Shouts out to Coach Scott and all those guys down there. Aiden Swab, y'all continue to keep your eyes on him. I'm telling you, reminds me a lot of Aiden Hutchinson on the cool, the Detroit Lions. Now, when it comes to true interior defensive linemen, Braylon Montero fits that mold. He's been in our program now for 3 years, come from a good family, played a little bit of time at John Curtis. He's now at Destrehan. Look at that, we got Destrehan guys back to back. Has been having an exceptional season this year for Destrehan. Has the perfect size, right? Somewhere between 275, 290, 6'1.5", 6'1". He's also a junior, class of 26. Montero, baby, one of those players that you're going to be hearing this name a lot. Let's let the tape roll on the big dog. Big as a gorilla. So here's Montero at one of our in-season sessions. We do a lot of light work during the season. We don't really want to put too much work in, but it's just fine-tuning. As you see, there he is with a little arm over, made the tackle in the backfield, tackle for loss. Here's him on offense. He also blocks for Destrehan as well, just to let you know his versatility. Just working a little footwork at one of our camps. There we go with Montero once again. Just playing with some awareness. I would want him to put his hands on that tackle, but he still makes the play. Here he is at the end position. They run a 3-man front system, sometimes multi-D. And, in my opinion, he has a lot of potential. He's one of those kids, as I told you, in the 3-4 system, as you can see, he could play the 4-4-eye. But if you ask me, I would rather see him playing at the interior line over the shade. But one of those Division I defensive tackles, there he is right there, just setting the edge, spilling the trap, plays with decent hands, a really good technician. This offseason with Montero, we really just wanted to work on his speed and his get-offs, and that's what we spent most of the time working on with him. If I was to grade him right now, I would put Montero at one of those FCF schools, lower FBF schools, and that's right now. He still has a lot of season to go, and as I mentioned, tons of potential. One time for these youngsters, baby. Class of 2027, Renan Russ. Renan spent a little time at Rummel, played defensive end for them, a little bit of outside linebacker. Now he's at Hornville this year, playing with one of my old coaches, Coach Malta. As a matter of fact, Coach Malta's son coaches him on the defensive line. When I tell you this kid gets after the quarterback, this kid gets after the quarterback. Reminds me a lot of Dwight Freeney. Doesn't have the height advantage, but the speed, the arm get off, the technique. Enough talking, man. Let's let that tape roll. I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about. Again, a youngster has the speed. There he is coming off the edge, just chop, dip, rip past the quarterback. Past the defensive, offensive tackle. Big time defensive play on the quarterback. Look at me getting a little tongue twisted. There's Ron Brooks working with him. Came to a couple of our sessions in Baton Rouge. As you see, just kind of working his pass rush. We want to work on his hips. His hands placement has always been decent. He's just a playmaker. He made plays like this at Rummel. His first year at Hornville, doing the same thing, just awareness, chasing the quarterback down. He's a pure pass rusher. On the next level, I can see him playing in those 3-4 defenses, putting him at that either rover position, true defensive end, whatever you want to do. He has those tools, all the necessary tools you look for in a pass rusher. Renan Russ, class of 27, baby. Hey, he hustled, baby. Every day he hustling, making things happen over there at Hornville. Keep up the good work, big dog. Well, that does it for another edition of the Conquer Sports Prospect Reviews. Thank y'all so much for checking out these young men. Excellent careers. Most of these, all of them really have great GPAs. They work hard on the field, and they're ready to play on the next level. For more information on these guys, y'all can hit us up at conquersportsballers@gmail.com. Again, conquersportsballers@gmail.com. Hit us up. I would love to share more information. Some of y'all coaches have already received this film, and we're going to keep them rolling. We're set to have our next one come out November, and that'll be that mid-season, the middies. But other than that, y'all have a good one, and I'm glad y'all checked out the tape.